Good morning or afternoon, depending on what time you are listening to this podcast, and welcome to yet another episode of Do Geese Have Udders, the show where we ask the unanswered and answer the unasked, looking at news and online stuff too. I'm Michael Gooch, and as always, I'm joined by my good friend Matthew Thompson. You right, Matt?
Oh, I can hear myself breathing.
Good. Then let's start the show.
Mike! Oh!
Matt, what?
I've been on holiday. I'm very mellow from my holiday.
You have been on holiday. Where have
have.
you been? I've seen pictures in kayaks and things.
Ah, yes. I've been to Wales. You know that country that's a bit to the east?
Yep.
Over the hills?
Yeah, I know. We went there with the amateur campers last year. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Went to the east.
Just over a year ago now. We went there. So how was it?
It was good.
What'd you get up to?
Basically, I spent the whole time kayaking because my father brings kayaks. So we went with another family. There's three of us.
Yep.
There's normally more, but people have work and other commitments. Blah, blah, blah. So we went there, stayed on holiday home, had a nice hot tub, a swimming hot tub, which was massive.
A swimming hot tub?
Yeah, you can't really swim in it, but it was designed to swim in.
It's not just. Is that genuinely just not a pool?
It's probably this table.
Okay.
With like
So a
folded over on
door's
itself.
height. What?
And folded over on itself.
What? So half this table?
No.
Twice the table.
Yeah, it's folded. Whoops. That was me hitting the microphone, everyone. Get used to that.
That happens a lot.
Yeah, so it's probably half a double-decker bus. Sorry, half a bus, and it's that size. Same width, same length. It was pretty big.
Okay.
It was just in the garden.
So is that not a pool?
Well, it's a hot tub. It only had 3 seats, because like I said, it was a swimming one.
Yeah.
And you would overheat and bubble and drown. But to open up the hot tub, you would pull the things back, kind of like a trap door. No, that's a bad analogy. Kind of like a saloon door, but on its side, if you know what I mean. A cowboy saloon door, so it opens like that. But they put the hot tub right next to the wall that you couldn't actually open it, so you only got kind of half a hot tub unless you kind of threw it over the wall and blocked a massive pathway, which we always did.
And was this the highlight of your
No,
trip?
no. This was just saying there was a little bit of a little.
To be fair, when we went to the Lake District, the first thing we sort of rambled about was the
toilet. Was
the
the
toilet door.
yeah.
The toilet door.
That's episode.
Oh, go on, remember.
I know pencils. Episode 2.
I think it's episode 17 or 18.
Oh God, we have a lot now, don't we?
We do. This is episode 31. Or 32,
If
depending on which one this goes in.
If my kids are watching this, don't. Just don't.
If you've come this far, stop now.
But yeah, that wasn't even the highlight.
So what else did you get up to? How long did you go away for?
I went away for a week.
It wasn't lovely.
7 days.
That is a week, yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Learned that in primary school, mate.
Didn't learn about Overmorrow, though, did you?
Where am I going to learn that?
It's just an interesting thing. Anyway, so what else did you get up to?
Well, I did a lot of kayaking.
Yeah.
A lot of kayaking. Spent 6 hours on the water each day.
Did you go on the sea?
Yeah, I was on the sea. Yeah.
Oh.
Going into sea caves and... so one part, I would go to the ocean. There was a private beach. I'd go around there, have a beer, and then go back out. And so there's 2 kayaks. So I'll go out with someone else, or my dad, have a beer with my dad on the sea.
Yeah.
Like go and then play like a game of golf. Do you know what buoys are in the sea?
Yeah, BUOY.
Yeah.
Yes, those ones.
So we'd play golf with them. So you'd throw the tennis ball, then he would throw the tennis ball. I actually used my left hand because I got a good throw.
Oh, what? I'm trying to hit it.
Yeah, closest to it. So
Oh.
like golf. You know
That's
that game,
closer
golf?
to frisbee golf.
No, because we used balls, not frisbees. If I used a frisbee,
But you're not using a golf club. You're not standing on the kayak with a golf club.
you don't know me. I mean, we did actually use the paddles. I think that's the right
Paddle,
words.
I think. Yeah.
Was it oar?
I
I should know this. My dad would have stopped shouting. I'm not shouting. Go. It's not an oar. It's a paddle. Well, it's not a paddle. It's an oar. Please leave in the comments down below if you know which one it is. If you listen on Spotify,
Tweet us. Tweet us. That's all I've got for you. I don't think you can leave comments.
but yeah. So it was quite cool. I kayaked around wild dolphins, which was quite nice.
Really?
Yeah. So I could have hit the thing with my oar because it came up. We went pretty far out.
Why didn't you say I could have touched the dolphin? Why did you say I could have hit it?
Because I couldn't have touched it. It was a bit too far, but I could have tapped it with my oar.
Okay.
Because it was that close. And when it came out of the ocean, it was like brown, chocolatey colour, which was quite cool.
That's nice.
That was a nice bit of the holiday. Then stayed the other day, just attached myself to a buoy with a bit of string and had a beer. I was just watching Deep in Sea.
Oh, in the kayak, I presume.
Yeah.
I'm picturing you just tying yourself to the buoy and sort of like floating.
No. I attached my kayak and I was just sitting there looking for dolphins, drinking a beer, just waiting in the nice sun getting a turn. That was me. Oh, another thing.
Oh, good, yeah.
Near the beach route, round the corner, around another bend, is an abandoned missile silo. You might have saw it on my Snapchat.
You spoke to me very briefly about this last week.
Yeah.
And I've forgotten everything.
So I kayaked around, somehow got my feet onto some rocks, because when you jump off a kayak, your feet kind of go numb for about 5 seconds.
Yeah.
My dad fell off every day. He fell off first day, third, second day twice, and then he fell over once every time. But yeah, it's because his legs went numb.
Tell me about the missile silo.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
So it's a abandoned missile silo, and I hooked up around the side, got out the kayak, put the kayak up, carried it up this like cliff thing. It wasn't really a cliff, a backwards cliff, an upside down cliff, so it goes uphill.
An upside down cliff.
Yeah, so it's like stairs. Yeah, but it wasn't stairs. And then everything was rusted to like gone. Everything was just rusted there because it's really old. And I got some pictures looking up.
This is genuinely going to sound like a stupid question because I wasn't there. How do you know it was a missile silo?
There was a bunch of signs saying stay out or get shot and stuff like that. They're all old.
But did anywhere say it was a missile silo?
Well, my dad said it. He said he looked it up when he first came here a couple of years ago.
I was going to say, because I mean, it could have been something different.
No, I went up there. There was
Lost or something.
Definitely a missile silo. I went up there. There was a bunch of, the holes in like movies where the missiles come out.
Yeah.
They were just full of water.
Mm.
And like all the doors are bricked up and stuff like that. But yeah.
Interesting. Didn't know Wales had missiles.
Yeah, they got to shoot stuff in the sea somehow.
Yeah.
I
guess.
Got to fight the French.
Why'd you say it in a French accent?
I hate
What's your Welsh accent?
I hate what I am. What is a Welsh accent?
A Welsh accent? I can't. I don't know whether if you are Welsh and you're listening to this, I am very sorry.
Mate, I've been to Wales. I don't even know the Welsh language. I mean the Welsh accent. Mick. So I queued up for about 45 minutes to get into a shop. Yep. Can you guess which shop I took 45 minutes to queue up for?
Was this in Wales or
yes.
was this here?
I ain't queuing up for a shop here. Are you kidding me? I just go to if I want to go to Sainsbury's, I just go to a corner shop.
For 45 minutes?
Yes.
So was it not just like a general supermarket or anything?
No. I wouldn't do that.
Was it like pharmacy something?
No. What would I need from a pharmacy? Not a newsagent. I can read your mind.
Pet shop. Buying goldfish? Oh no, that's something you never buy you a goldfish, no?
No, don't get me goldfish. You're just buying me a chore.
I don't know, Matt. I don't know. Where were you queuing outside for like 45 minutes?
A sweet shop.
A sweet shop?
Yeah.
Oh, well, like one that sells like all the rock and stuff like that?
The one that sells sweets.
The sweet one. Yeah, that one, yeah.
Yeah, the sweet shop. It's called Yum Yums. It's really good. They have sweets on everywhere. Like, literally everywhere. It's really nice.
Oh, cool. And you queued up for 45 minutes?
Yeah, we go there every year. And, yeah.
It's a tradition, is it?
To
go to Yum Yums?
Yeah, I bought a bunch of sweets. But actually, I went in there, and I had my brother's list of sweets he wanted because he didn't go. And I had my mum's list of sweets because they didn't go. We went with the other I went with the other family to go.
Someone that writes a shopping list for sweets is something that I've never heard about.
Well, now you have.
You picture like kids in a candy shop or something, but never like, right, guys, we're getting this.
Yeah, so I went in there. I was like, I mean, you had to queue outside because only 4 could go in a time. And there was this American family that I was in there for at least 30 minutes, just looking at everything. It was so.
And you were pressed up against the window with your list, saying you
plan
wasn't
ahead.
Even
at the window that point. I was down by the other shop. I did have a Greg's Pizza though. That was a good thing to have in the queue.
Greg's Pizza?
Not sponsored. Greg's Pizza. You never had a Greg's Pizza?
No, I rarely go to Greg's.
Oh, you should,
Very
mate.
rarely.
Very nice.
Oh, I'll check it out at some point.
Very nice.
When I can be bothered.
Yeah, you should. Very nice. And the slices and I don't really have sausage rolls, but they're nice as well. But yeah, queued up for the sweet shop 45 minutes. Finally got in there.
Yep.
And I was like reading off the list. Oh yeah, can I have rainbow bacon, cherry pieces, blah blah blah. Oh, and sour bonbons. No, you can't have sour bonbons, I'm afraid. Why not? Oh, there's a shortage of sour bonbons at the moment. Oh, okay. I guess, has you got anything else sour? She was like, yes. Actually, that's a lie. I asked, have you got any other bombs? And they went, no. And you tasted the sour sweets. That's how I got my hands on those bad boys.
Yeah, so were these the ones from last week?
Yeah. So I got my hands on those bad boys. But yeah, got a bunch of sweets. There's a Bonbon shortage in the UK apparently. So,
that's a crisis and a half.
Yeah, so stock up on that.
Oh. Don't know how we'll recover.
And so I went, so then I did the shopping list and I left the shop. I was like, no! I didn't get myself anything! I looked at the queue and it was longer than before and I was like, nah. So I went home without any sweeties. I had to eat like this pack.
The other sweets that weren't from Yum Yums.
No. I had a pack of sweets I was going to give someone as a gift, but of course I didn't buy anything, so I ate it at home. At the holiday home place. And yeah, then I went back the next day because it was raining and I just went straight in and I got my own sweets.
Queued up like super early in the morning, just like beat the queue.
Literally. My plan was to run there, but I've damaged my foot, so I couldn't.
You guys still out of bonbons? Are you still out of bonbons?
Yeah, they were still out of bonbons.
Bonbon shortage. Oof.
Yeah. And I got another pizza from Greg's. Got 2 pizzas, 2 steak slices, and 1 sausage roll. They weren't all for me. I had the list. A Greg's list.
Greg's list. Nice.
There goes me whittering all about my holiday.
Most of it was about Greg's and bonbons.
Oh yeah, do you know what I learned the other day? Actually, I'm going to word it as a question.
Okay.
Oh God.
This happens a lot as well on the show.
Unless Mick edits it out. So Michael.
Yes, Matt.
That's you.
That is me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guess which company had the 6th biggest army?
Sorry?
Guess which company
Yeah.
had the biggest army?
What do you mean? The biggest army?
Yes. On paper.
A company?
Yes. One company had the biggest army once.
This is going to sound stupid but smart, but is this anything to do with BTS, that Korean band?
No, it's
because their fandom is called the Army, apparently.
It's a food company that had
an army?
biggest army once in the world. Can you guess the company? Because this is fact.
I reckon it's coming from you. I reckon surely it's not like McDonald's or something.
No, it's not McDonald's.
Oh, good. This is one of the first times we're not going to talk about McDonald's on the show.
Mm.
But it's a food company.
Yeah.
And they have an army.
They had an army.
Okay.
Past tense.
And was this like army like soldiers, or was this
was
some,
in
like
like
marketing
1960 or 1940, so quite a long time ago. But they had the 6th biggest army in the world at one point.
Is this food place still
in
about?
the world? Yeah.
Oh, you say yeah like I know.
Remember, I didn't say food place. I said food brand. I think. Drinks also count.
What is it? Is it Coca-Cola?
No, it's the opposite.
Pepsi.
Yeah.
Pepsi had an army.
They had the 6th biggest army in the world.
Why did they have an army?
I'm glad you asked. Lay down a beat. No. But yeah, basically, when Pepsi first went to Russia,
Yeah.
they loved Pepsi.
Was this back in like 1960?
Yeah. Like I said, this is a long time ago, and they didn't have any money to give to the US because they didn't. I don't know if they didn't understand the currencies yet or something on those lines.
Right.
But they first traded Pepsi for vodka. So they would trade like a crate of Pepsi for like a crate of vodka at the start.
That's a weird trade.
Yeah, but Russia, man.
Kind of need them both.
Yeah. But yeah, they traded that, and then after a while they ran out of Pepsi, so they went back and said, "Oh, we can trade you like 3 battleships, 2 cruisers,
for a can of Pepsi."
Yeah, it's like 2 fighter jets for this much Pepsi." And that's why... Oh, and some submarines. And that's why they had the 6th biggest army in the world. Do you know what they did with that?
What?
They invaded Cokeland. No, they scrapped it and got money from it. That's what Pepsi did.
Is this genuinely true?
This is a general fact.
That's so weird.
Yeah, it is very weird. It's very
So,
cool.
okay, so technically they only got an army as in by trading.
Well, they didn't get an army. They got the equipment for an army.
They had the potential to start an army.
Yeah, they definitely could have taken over a country and had Pepsonia or something.
Pepsonia. So I'm just trying to think, like, can you imagine having soldiers going around?
I'll tell you what, it'd be a funny World War III if Pepsi and Coke had like a massive war.
If they stepped in. Oh, so it's this country versus this country. What's it? Pepsi. Pepsi have just sort of sparking across like in their gear, like with Pepsi logos.
Have you seen the video game Pepsi Man?
No.
Oh, it's a little video game where Pepsi Man, and he's like Pepsi Man. He just runs through everything. But the only thing that hurts him is Pepsi. But his life is also Pepsi. But he gets injured by enemies that are Pepsi. But he's Pepsi Man that gets hurt by Pepsi. That also gets healed by Pepsi.
Stop saying the word Pepsi.
Not sponsored.
But speaking of Pepsi, Matt.
I hate Pepsi. I hate all fizzy drinks. Disgusting.
Speaking of Pepsi's army, I'm sure that this was from an article a few years ago. it was either to do with the military in this country, or it might have been the US. I don't know, one of those. Us or the US.
Yeah.
We're the big ones. And it was either the military or their police force. I think didn't have enough funding, and I think there was a rumor that a company that might have been McDonald's, or it might not have been, were going to sponsor them.
What country was this?
It was either us or the US.
Well, the US never has money because it
And
all
so-
goes in their military budget.
And so basically, wherever it was, you can imagine either police or soldiers running about, but like with brand logos on their uniform. So imagine like the police like bust in a door, they kick down that door, and they just go, freeze, eat fresh, or freeze, ba 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 ba.
You're thinking of it wrong.
What?
If they're
How
like
they
in
do
an
it?
army,
How would you do it then?
And
Matt?
now you're in the army and you're in like Iran or something. You have these American soldiers coming along,
Yeah.
and you're like, how do you know they're muck coming? They have the Happy Meal sign or the M on them, or they use theme weapons. So instead of like a time bomb, they have a Happy Meal that they place in the
Instead
middle.
of grenades, they'd have nuggets.
No, just chicken strips, mate. Come on. The nuggets are also always the flash rounds.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Of course, Matt.
Actually, I think there'll be more of a smoke grenade.
So this will be the great food war of
Food fight.
21 food fight.
Yeah.
That's great.
Where muck chickens come to war. Muck children. Fight for your clown. Or your king. Your Burger King.
Ronald McDonald versus the Burger King.
Yeah.
Or, if you want to be upper class, the Monarch of Hamburg would also be.
Is that his real name?
No, Matt. No, that's just no.
You brought hope and then you destroyed it. Hope you're proud.
Hey, thanks for listening to our podcast. Don't forget to give that follow or subscribe button a click so you don't miss out on any future episodes. And why not check out our Twitter and Discord too, where we post updates, behind the scenes stuff, and just general other news about the show. Links in the description below. Got any topics or questions you think need a proper answer or have yet to even be asked? Drop it in the comments below or send us a tweet. Until next time.